Hello, today we're gonna disassemble one more Acer laptop. The model is Aspire 5738, very common model. The problem with this laptop is it has no picture. I think we have a faulty GPU, but since the laptop doesn't look in very good condition, there may be some sort of liquid damage or something. I gotta disassemble it, so I decided to make a video. The first thing, of course, we have to take out the battery. Then we're gonna remove all the screws on the back, plus all the back covers. We'll remove the optical drive. Next, on the hard drive. Just slide it backwards. Now we're gonna disconnect the Wi-Fi cables because I think we have to leave the board. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove all the screws on the back one by one. They're all the same size. We have one more here. Now, after we did remove all the screws, we're gonna flip the laptop. And we have to remove the cover here. Now we have to release the keyboard. There's a few clips. You just have to push them backwards. I will disconnect the cable from this side. It will be much easier to reassemble it after that. In order to proceed with the disassembly, you have to remove the display also. It's held on the two screws on each side. Now with the display out, we have to remove the screws which are under the display. Now we have to disconnect the touchpad. And I think the button here. Also we need to disconnect the microphone and the speakers, the left one, and I think the right one is under the plastic, so we don't need to remove it. Now we have to separate both sides. Like this. Next thing, we have to disconnect the right speaker now. We're gonna disconnect the board here for the right USB, and we're gonna remove the modem card. The whole board is held by one screw on the bottom here. So right now you should only just leave the board, I think. Now we have one more cable here for the Bluetooth, sorry. The board looks good. Next we have to put all the screws on the cooler in order to remove it, so you can replace the thermal paste, clean the fan, or whatever you like to do. We're going to disconnect the fan and that's the whole procedure. Right now I'm gonna look around the board to see do I have some sort of visual damage or it's just a dead GPU. That's it for now. I'll stop the video and try to continue with the reassembly after I finished. Now a little update on the situation with the Acer. I thought it was the graphics chip, but it turns out when I did a visual inspection on the laptop, I see a little corrosion here on the one of the memory slots. I'll try to show you if I can switch, of course. You see here there's a little corrosion. I remove this memory, try to power on the laptop, but it was the same situation. So I decided to first flash the BIOS, and after doing so, now the laptop have a picture. So basically what I think happened was due to this corrosion, probably the BIOS got corrupted because by the information from the customer, he just turned off the laptop and on the next day it doesn't power on. Actually it powers on but without picture, so probably there was some problem with the BIOS. So right now I'm gonna clean this and reassemble the laptop. I'm gonna use a little alcohol. Let me remove the microscope. And now we're gonna proceed with the reassembly of the laptop. I'm gonna replace the thermal paste. Let me remove this light. I think it's better. We're gonna proceed with the reassembly. I'll replace the thermal paste and we're gonna continue. Now after cleaning the memory, we're gonna insert it again. And we're gonna replace the thermal paste since the laptop is already opened. Let me clean the fan a little bit. The GPU and the chipset are with thermal pads, so we won't replace them. Now we're gonna put back the cooler. Always double check the screws. Now we have to put everything back. We're gonna start by inserting the board like this and connecting back the Bluetooth and the USB cable like this. We're gonna put back the screw which is holding the board. We're gonna connect the speaker, and after that we're gonna put the Bluetooth. Now I have to find the screw. Like this. Now we're gonna put back the upper casing. Like this, and we're gonna put the 3 screws under the display. We're gonna reconnect the microphone, the left speaker here, and the cable for the touchpad and for the button, I think. We're gonna connect this side of the cable for the buttons on the plastic above the keyboard. Now, when we're sure that everything is connected properly, we have to put back the display. Now we have to put back the Wi-Fi cables and the display cable. like this. Now we're gonna put back the keyboard. We're gonna leave all the rest with the assembly on the back for the end. Like this. Now we're gonna plug back the other side of the cable. Like this. Now let's insert the battery and see, do we have a picture, because I don't have the adapter right now. Plugging the power, and yeah, we have the logo and the picture. Now the only thing we gotta do, you just put all the screws on the back, plus the hard drive. We're gonna take out the battery, of course, again, just in case we short something out accidentally. We're gonna put the Wi-Fi card. Like this, and we're gonna start putting the screws back. Now comes the boring part, where you have to put all those screws electrical screwdriver will be very handy in this moment, but I do prefer the classic way. Basically that's the whole procedure. I thought it was a bad GPU, but it turns out to be a corrupted BIOS. So hope you find the video useful. Let's see that we're gonna boot to Windows. Yeah, we have starting Windows logo. So basically that's the whole procedure. Hope you like the video. We have a blue screen. Probably the BIOS needs to be reconfigured. Yeah, I had to change the SATA mode because I did reset the BIOS. So basically now everything is working fine. Hope you like the video. Bye bye for now.